I'm gonna make you today.
I'm Nick, and welcome to my shop. I'm a wood turner, and I make things round and smaller. Lately, I've been on a vase kick, making all kinds of vases, and my sketchbook here is full of the designs. Today, I have one that I think is really cool. It's kind of a twist vase idea. It's pretty cool. I don't know how it's gonna turn out though. Never made anything like it. So join me, and let's find out.
So today, we're making this twist vase here. And as you can see, I have all kinds of designs that I've sketched up. I have a whole another page of it. I have a whole nother page of ideas here. But this is what I'm gonna make, and I need to figure out how I'm gonna glue this all up to somehow get this shape. My goal is to have a blank that is 7 inches tall by 4 inches in diameter. Let me specify, this is finished. I need to have probably like 1.5 inches or about 1 inch for the tenon to grab onto with the chuck. So really what I need is like a 8.5 by 4 inch blank. Here's my blank. And to get that shape, this twist shape, I need to have a piece of wood going from one corner to the other. And then you see I have more pieces in here. So what I need is like basically a stripe. That's gonna get lost to the tenon. And that should be the vase in there. So let's get this, well, let me first see what I have in the shop, and then let's get this glued up.
So for this design, I want contrasting wood and wood that's roughly the same hardness because that'll just make glue ups easier and it'll turn better. So, I have a chunk of soft maple and some cherry. And that'll be perfect for my vase here because I'll have the light and the dark. This needs planed though. This is rough. This thing does not get any lighter. That planer made quick work of that. So this board here is about 2¼ inches thick, and this one, the cherry, is at 1 inch. I could rip this down and make it smaller and make them equal, but I think I'm gonna go with this one being thicker and this one being thinner, just to kind of add to the design. So now I gotta get these cut up lengthwise so I can glue them together. This is gonna need to get cut at like 11 inches. I do have a chop saw I can use, but it's in storage. But I do have a bandsaw right here, and it's available. So let's use that. So there we have it. I have all the pieces cut for my blank. It's kind of goofy looking, but it's fine. I will, I guess, strip these down to be the right size to make glue up a little bit easier. There we go. That's looking better. Looks like a real blank. Now, it's time to glue this monstrosity together. It's been a few days. Let's get the clamps off this thing and start sketching out what the actual blank's gonna look like. Okay, I got my blank here. I think this side will be easier to draw on. So what I'm looking for is a 4 by 8.5 inch vase. I need to somehow go from corner to corner. So that's like the line I want to hit, actually. Because this is going to be the tenon. Why am I using that when this guy's easier to read? And that is my blank. How long is that? Roughly it. Let's just make this easier on me. Okay. I have myself a template. Now I can take this and just try to figure out how it goes on the piece. As opposed to trying to draw on the piece and, you know, do all that fun shenanigans. Yeah, so I'm like right there. I have a million lines. In today's video, you see me try to do layout and technical stuff when my coffee has not kicked in yet. There we go. Got myself a blank. That's pretty close to the drawing. I'm pleased with that. Let's get this thing on the lathe. It's looking really good. Okay, I gotta get this into a chuck. So I need a tenon about this big. There we go. One nice looking tenon. This part's going to get cut off. This part will be the vase. And the center is right there. So per my drawing here, I just need to get this to have a cove on each side.
which means turn the center down to the thickness I want and then just cut it in. Oh, that's not cutting great either. So I'm getting this tear out right here. Same thing over here. Oh, man, that's rough. Yeah, I don't know a good way to cut this. Okay, that's weird. So when you do wood turning, you always want to cut downhill. So from the high point to the low point. Because my grain is at this funky angle, I get this weird bad cut coming down. But if I go uphill, the grain's at a better angle and it cuts. So I'm just gonna do it the wrong way because it works better, I guess. Wood is weird. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing cut. Like, that's really good. And going the wrong way. It makes no sense. But it works. Yeah, that's looking real good. Ready to sand. So this center part is 3 inches right here. So I want to probably drill a 2.5 inch to 2 inch hole. So 2 1/4 probably. Let's see if I have a bit that big. Biggest Forstner bit I have is 2 inches, so I'm just gonna have to make that work. Before I drill too deep, I'm gonna get this hole cleaned up. Just the edge here. I'm gonna use tailstock support just to keep this from moving. Because this is so far out, there's a lot of just vibration I'm getting. Okay, I got that tapered, the top part tapered very well. And it's about as far as I can go. Let's see if I can drill it out any deeper. Right now, I'm only that deep. I want to go, what, probably to 7 inches. So that's another 3 inches I gotta go. That's a fun new sound. I'm at 6.5, so 1 more inch, or 1/2 inch. God, that's a horrendous sound. I don't know if the mic just picked it up. Six and 3/4. I think that's close enough. Minutes later.
I love how this vase turned out. And I'm absolutely amazed whenever ideas in my book come to life. This notebook here is just two-dimensional diagrams, just stuff in my head. But to have this come to life and be able to physically touch and hold it, it's a whole nother level. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling here about some of the designs I have. Thanks for joining me in the shop today, and have fun.